Gaspar Yanga was born in 1545 and was said to have been born in today's Gabon, located in Central Africa. He was captured and taken into slavery in Veracruz, Mexico. In 1570, at the age of 25, Gaspar Yanga started a slave revolt and moved to the mountain areas surrounding Veracruz. He and his followers built a palenque, which was a free Maroon colony. After a while, many indigenous and black slaves sought refuge in Yanga's community. But after 30 years of living peacefully in his free Maroon colony, the Spanish government wanted to put an end to the Maroons. The Spanish government's irritation with the Maroons stemmed from Yanga's men raiding caravans in order to find goods on the road called Camino Real. Spanish plantation owners were also upset about losing their runaways who escaped to the Palenque. So in 1609, Pedro Gonzalez de Hierro led 550 men on a journey to find and attack the Palenque. Gaspar heard that Pedro and his men were approaching, so he sent one of the Spanish men that he had captured to negotiate a treaty, but the Spaniards rejected it. A battle ensued between the Spanish and the Maroons, and both sides suffered gravely. The Spanish troops burnt down the Palenque, which forced Yanga and his survivors deeper into the mountains. In 1618, the Spanish government declared that Yanga and his people were free and that they would be given land. Over a decade later, San Lorenzo de los Negros was founded in 1630. This town was renamed Yanga in 1932. Today, a statue of Yanga resides in Veracruz, Mexico. The military officer and Cuban activist by the name of José Antonio Aponte organized the Aponte Conspiracy of 1812, the biggest slave revolt in Cuban history. José's leadership skills gained him a large following among Cubans of African descent. He was also of Yoruba descent and the leader of the Yoruba organization. His goal was to liberate black people in Cuba from Spanish oppression. As leader of the Afro-Cuban religious organization, he held meetings in his home and conspired against the Spanish government. In February 1812, he and other Afro-Cubans, as well as non-black Cubans, started a revolt against the government. His revolt failed and he was hung on April 9, 1812, and he had his head decapitated and put in an iron cage and put on display in front of his home. His comrades were also hung and had their heads put on display around Havana, Cuba.